Alright, get ready to head out on a wandering. So I've had a neglected part of my YouTube channels for wandering, and that's how it started, to be honest. Taking pictures and shorts of waterfalls and stuff when we were up in New England and all over Ohio. And honestly, I probably forgot to upload 75% of the videos I took, which I'm going to remedy since I've been doing the OSR thing a little bit more. But I'm going to do food reviews. I'm going to do a whole new thing on monster perspectives, and a little bit more in depth than I normally do, because that's on the side of the table I'm comfortable talking with at length about monsters, how I view them and stuff. The OSR general stuff, tell you how to do things at my table. I don't give a shit how you do at your table. It's irrelevant to me. Irrelevant. It's like that whole thing about we need to bring more people in the hobby. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a shit. I do what I do, and if you like it, I may let you at my table, may not. You have to gatekeep your table, just like you gatekeep your home and who you interact with. So I don't want crazies or troons or Marxists or any of these lunatics. I don't want to deal with them. But I'm going to do some wandering this weekend, get some videos in, hopefully some nice shots of the nature boy. But on the road time, I'm going to have plenty of time. So I'm going to think about some perspectives. I'm going to do the were-rat. I found a cool pictures of a were-rat I've been tinkering with my photo editing. And I got to thinking about it. And I talked to Lord Matty this morning. I was like, hey, you think I should do this? He's like, do it. Okay, I'll do it. Yeah. So, how I do my creatures a little different than others, because I don't think you should change every monster. You need stock stereotypes, and then you have that way when you have something unusual, it stands out. Because if everything's totally unique, then it loses that flair. So you gotta keep them on their toes. And I'll talk about some of my favorite creatures. Some of my favorite creatures are just blatantly lethal, just in their methods of attack and stuff. And now I play dragons. My dragons are across the board, and I look at dragons how, if you fight a dragon, it should be an accomplishment. Even if you say I slew a juvenile dragon, people are like, still a dragon. So you have to play them up a little bit. Not with this legendary weird layer shit that that 5e does, because they overdo that, I think, a little bit. But you want them big fights to be memorable, or at least unique enough to where they stand out versus the crowd. Something that stands in your player's mind, that when they talk about D&D with people, they bring up, oh, I remember this one time, dude. This was such an interesting encounter. I've done that with traps. And I used to have long conversations with my friend Bifford. He's passed, but we talk about game design stuff. And he wasn't really much of a big tabletop player, but he was a very busy man. Cancer. I miss having those talks. I have a few other people I talk game design with a lot, and that'd be Matt and then my buddy Ron, Ghost Gamer. So we talk about game design a fair bit. Everyone else is gone. I have one friend who talks about theory, but he's in that 3E mindset. He found 3E. When 3E came out, he's stuck. He stayed right there. He likes the customization. I don't like the power creep, and he ran my 3E game for years for my highest level character, like the one that most old school players will have one character that just kind of persevered on forever. I had one like that. Cabal. Tagon Declis from the Great Kingdom. My big bad wizard. And I've had probably 100 different types of characters over the years. Try to make them unique. Or, maybe not so unique. I get into a trope. I have a trope. I understand that. Most players do, but they're blind to it. Like you're blind to your own foibles and stuff. So, oopsie. I have it. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not going to decry it. I'm not going to poo-poo it too much. I have people who play the same character over and over and over. They might as well just put a number at the end of their name. And go, this is version 8. This is version 6.88888888. You know. But yeah, going to do some wandering this weekend. Maybe get some great nature shots. That'll be on my Facebook and stuff. I won't share that on YouTube too much unless I get some nice video clips. Depends how the sun is. We're not tracking down any waterfalls this weekend. We're going to the Breaks, Grand Canyon of the South, and we're spending a couple days in Virginia. Maybe kick back over into Kentucky, the bottom of Kentucky there, southeastern Kentucky, coal fields, mountains. Maybe I'll go by Hellier, see if I can find some goblins. I'm going to try a Sasquatch-themed burger place, Wood Booger. I will force myself to make food reviews because I'm a big fan of home cooking, messing around with your recipes, growing your own food, organic, all that stuff. We get older, we don't have to eat as much, so it should be great. Every meal should be top notch. Treat yourself within reason. I mean, anything to excess is bad, including food. So, first will be Were Rat. Then we'll talk about hobgoblins because I do love the hobgoblin as one of my favorite humanoids. Maybe I'll do all the humanoids. My orcs are all pig-faced. That's how it is. And my kobolds. I've changed how I've done my kobolds. I don't like the Yippy Dogman stereotype, but I'll get into that later. But expect an avalanche of content over the next 4 days. OSR, wandering otherwise, and even a food review, probably. So, game well, game often. You guys have a great day.